Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's quantum fiber optic network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. More at smithville.net. IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. publichealth.indiana.edu. And WTIU members, thank you.
Hello and welcome to a new weekly special. Unfortunately, as you can see, Daryl isn't able to join us tonight, but we've still got some great stories you don't want to miss. We'll meet an incredible local artist whose pieces can be seen around the country. Introduce a brand new segment where we'll explore the stories behind Indiana's signature dishes. Learn about the unique ways Hoosiers are going green in their own backyards. And welcome the rock duo Root Soother to our studio for the first time. These are the stories you won't see anywhere else. It's all coming up on the weekly special. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Erica Sagone, and I can't wait to share tonight's stories. So let's get started. After being in the stone industry for 27 years, our next subject's work can be seen from Times Square to the National Cathedral.
I studied world history and religion. I was trying to understand why we are here, or how we deal with our existence, how we attain some sort of permanence. The stonework kept popping up in everything that I was studying. Anything that you wanted time to have, you could make it in stone, and it was, you know, the kings and the civilization's way of saying, we are here, this is our statement, and most of those are gone, but the stone remains. So I wanted a job that would mean something at the end that would outlive me, but yet would still be part of the collective identity of humanity. You have to learn to see in reverse. It's almost a dyslexic assembly thing where you see what must come away. And the frame is full when you start, and you have to go, 3 up, 4 down, 6 back. And that's that point. It'll be the inside of the neck, it'll be the eye or something. And then you deconstruct the block into the form, and yet you only have one chance to do that. There's no recovering. If you don't take it off in the right order, then the piece is ruined. It demands complete obedience and dedication to it. Anything you can make with stone, we can do, and I like to do. I like to do big stuff because of the size. I want to be able to see it from 300 feet away. I want to see it on a building. I want to see it on the cathedral. On a hand-cut molding versus a machine molding, it just feels like it's grown, it's created organically without being formed by a machine in rigid, hard, sharp lines. The human figure with the faces is about the most rewarding to me because people like that. They can identify with it, and if you can put some humanity into it and expression, thought, where the person that views it can actually wonder what that piece of stone was thinking when it had that expression, then you've kind of made that jump. The stone has the perception of singing when you ring it. It's almost like a blacksmith hammer. When the blacksmith hits a tool over and over again in a rhythmical pattern, it starts to set up the resonation with the echoes. I think it's very similar to that. It sings to you. And if you do the right things, it sings in a lighter and happier, finer tone as it gets thinner and more fragile, until finally it's just, you have to stop. So I like to try really difficult things that that are very fragile, like to hide a lot of subtle technical tricks in the pieces. How many people can handle a 4,000-pound piece of stone? Figure out the math involved in that, going from the square to the circle, and then return it at the top to have something that hadn't been done before. So it was original as far as the world of art history. You have to be able to accept defeat. If you crash a piece and you've spent 40 hours of your life on it, you have to be able to accept that and continue. The competition is, can you control your mind and your body and the order in which you apply the processes with enough power to break it, but not enough power to hurt what's underneath it. It's the feel that comes back to you in your hands through the tools, that this is the right amount of energy. So you're pushing while holding back. You're trying to move the mountain while trying not to push into it. I guess the more I learn about stone, it's basically how much more I can learn about how to control myself. You spend a lot of time alone, you spend a lot of time reflecting. Even when you're with people working on a project, you really can't communicate or talk. Kind of like being underwater. You get to reflect a lot, so it's made me a lot more contemplative and slower to make judgments and to make decisions, because when you make a decision in stone, it's there forever. You see how complicated God's work must be in creating just a simple face or a simple animal or a simple shape, just a geometric shape. So I think you're kind of standing in awe of existence when you shape stone.
And you can view William's latest works at his website, GallowayStoneCarving.com. From storytelling in stone to storytelling in food, I'm proud to introduce Indiana Dish, and I've got to say it's one of my favorite series for reasons you'll soon understand. Welcome to Indiana Dish, where we ask chefs across the state to share stories behind their favorite items on their menus. Today, we're at Late Harvest Kitchen in Indianapolis.
It's every chef's goal to have their own restaurant, and opening Late Harvest Kitchen was always a dream of mine. My version of a perfect neighborhood restaurant. A neighborhood restaurant to me has comfort dishes that are done the chef's hand. I would be characterized as a chef that has bold and hearty flavors. I feel that things taste best when they're at the peak of their powers. I mean, I just won't eat a tomato in January. Like July, August, September, that's it. So I think that when you have ingredients that are at the peak of their powers and that are handled respectfully by chefs and cooks, that's the best scenario.
With jalapeno fries.
When you have your own restaurant, you can kind of do whatever you want, and you can highlight what's important to you and what you think is good. A favorite dish in our family growing up was my grandmother's pork cutlet dish. And it was one of those dishes that every time we visited, she would make. It's a dish that we've had for years and years. I found out years and years later that the pork cutlets were indeed pork cheeks. I had pork cheeks in a restaurant. I'm like, these are my grandma's pork cutlets. I thought it was interesting, and I thought it really spoke to like a sense of place and where they were from, and that my grandfather was a meat packer. And of course, pork cheeks are available at the grocery store in a meat packing town. We just put them in a pan. In a hot pan, and put a sear on them. We place them in a large pan with mirepoix vegetables, carrot, celery, onion, a little bit of garlic, rosemary, red wine, and some stock, and we braise it for about 4 or 5 hours. There's a sense of comfort in any braised dish. So we use risotto with a little bit of tomato jam. It's such a rich, flavored dish that the cut itself is beef-like. To me, they taste like little mini pot roasts. And then a pine nut gremolata, which is baked Parmesan cheese and croutons and pine nuts and herbs. I don't cook lightly. Everything is kind of hearty, so I put a lot of food on the plate.
Ryan, this looks incredible. I'm not going to waste any time digging in.
Help yourself.
And wow, you really don't even need a knife.
Falls apart.
Is so tender.
Yep.
All right, we get some of the risotto, some of the pine nuts. All right. Whoa. Why doesn't your face look like mine? This is incredible.
I want people to be comfortable here. I want people to leave the transaction of dining here feeling like they received value. That's how you get somebody coming back, is when they feel good about the meal they've had.
Such a treat for you to share this dish with me. And what do you think your grandma would think of your take on pork cheeks?
I think she would love it.
She would approve?
Hopefully smiling down, yes.
Well, Ryan, thanks so much for having us at Late Harvest Kitchen today. We really appreciate it and can't wait to come back and try this again.
My pleasure, Erica.
And if you'd like to try the pork cheeks yourself, visit lateharvestkitchen.com for hours and directions. Well, Chef Ryan is certainly passionate about fresh ingredients, and Andy Corrigan recently visited a local gardener who shares that passion with a green twist.
Many Hoosiers are busy preparing for their summer harvest, and with the ever-increasing focus on sustainability, many city residents are coming up with their own unique solutions for a green garden.
Yeah, that one goes way back. Right, and so those ones will feed into here, and the ones come around the house. You know, through the right turnings of valves, you can send water from the garage to the garden, water from the house to the garden. Okay. So this one opens things up to the garden. And so now if we open up the garage, all of the gardens are getting watered at a furious rate.
After moving to Bloomington to pursue a doctorate degree, Stephen Janowicki decided to use his understanding of engineering and a bit of ingenuity to construct his very own watering system.
So I have 6 rain barrels around the house. They're all 55-gallon barrels. They're all fed by my house roof and the garage roof, which has about 1,500 square feet of collecting area. So I can hold 300 gallons of water, which will last a week or two in the summertime. So the rain barrels are all connected with a PVC pipe, and then that PVC pipe has a valve that connects it to all the rain barrels. That PVC pipe connects to a valve that connects it to all the garden beds. So in about 5 minutes, I can dump like 25 gallons of water evenly distributed across the whole garden.
But he didn't stop there. When it's especially rainy and the garden doesn't need watering, Stephen has devised a way to use the excess water for something a little bit different.
I realized that I probably don't need to have a toilet that has sanitized chlorinated water in it because of what you usually do with the water in the toilet. So I ran a pipe in from the outside rain barrels through the crawl space and into the toilet. It has a little bit of a different color than city water. It has a sort of very light tea-ish shade to it, like a very light white tea, but no smells or anything so far. It takes a little while to fill. The pressure is pretty low from the barrels, but if you don't mind waiting a few minutes between flushes, you can flush water for free.
And it's not just the water conservation that is saving Stephen money. He's got a whole flock of eager helpers ready to lend a hand, or rather, beak, with the gardening.
Everybody in Bloomington should have chicken. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Bloomington has a chicken permit that you have to apply for. Permit to harbor a chicken flock is the official title. I have mine up in my fridge. You have to have an inspector from the animal department come out and check your coop to make sure that it's big enough, that it's safe enough, that it meets the criteria that the city thinks are good for birds, which are pretty good criteria for birds. The only weird thing about the chicken permit process is that there's a requirement that the city has that your chicken coop not be visible to roads. You have to have a shrub or a fence or some kind of visibility screen around the coops. As long as you have a safe place for the chickens to live and they have enough room to roam around, there's no reason not to. The different things they're not so different. Being a grad student is a lot like being an amateur engineer and building things. It's all problem solving, and it's all seeing a situation that is needing a solution and finding that solution.
And be sure to visit eartheats.org to explore many more green living ideas. Visitors from across the country are making their way to the Speedway, but many young Hoosiers are gearing up for a different kind of racing legacy.
The winning lane is 1 with a time of 0.0.
The Soapbox Derby was started in the 30s But what's important about Indianapolis is that we've had a race every year that there's been a soapbox derby race. We have had a race without interruption. And Indianapolis is only one of 3 cities that have their own dedicated track. The sport was very, very popular until the early 70s. And since then, the Indianapolis and the All-American Soapbox Derby all over the United States has sort of struggled financially. But even though that has been a problem, there's still people that just keep coming back and keep coming back. And I meet people who, their parents were in it. It's a family sport. The whole family gets involved in it. And that's what's a great part. And the kids learn so much. You don't drop them off and then come back and pick them up. You have to be there participating. They're not only involved just for them individually, but they're involved with their brothers, their sisters. Cleo had 5 kids racing. Now he is family, plural.
But to me, my family's always been close. So this is the way we come out on the weekend and be close together. And so that's why we try to get more families involved in it.
I was looking for something to do with my oldest son. He wasn't into baseball and football and that, but I wanted to do something with him, and so that's how we got into this. And then all my kids and my grandkids have been in it. My granddaughter is racing today for her first time to race. We've been practicing this last month. We got her car ready, and she's a little nervous. So when she comes down the hill, be careful. You know where she's going. That's how you learn.
Yep.
Yeah.
My grandpa built the car, and my dad helped me pick the stickers. I really don't like waking up early, but my favorite part of racing is going fast.
The kids learn so much. They learn about relationships. We have such a diversified group of people that race here. They learn teamwork.
That's the most important thing out here, teamwork. All the kids work together.
From listening to the parents and what we have to figure out, making sure everything in the car is aligned and adjusted just perfect. They get to be very detail oriented.
Kids learn about the cars, how to get the cars fine-tuned in.
I joined derby racing because they came to my school and advertised it, so I joined to see what it was about, and it was fun, and I liked it. My mom helps me build my car. The best part about racing is just winning and having fun.
It's beneficial to our family because it brings us together. It's a common goal, even during the week where the kids, they'll be thinking about what can make the car go faster, you know. When you're home, you're thinking derby all the time.
All the time.
Like.
We constantly thinking derby. Keep the family together. That's all they do is here. When you come out here, family stays together.
For the latest schedule of derby races in your area, visit their website, indianapolissoapboxderby.com. I'm excited to welcome our next guests, so while they get set up, let's learn more about Route Soother.
We both had a good idea of what we wanted rock and roll to be. Yeah. We wanted to do something different that was rock and roll, and something that we wanted to hear that we haven't heard before.
We come from very different musical backgrounds. I've always played blues, and he's always played punk. It's kind of a reference to mesh of those styles in what we make.
I grew up listening to a lot of like 60s, 70s, 80s rock, hair bands and stuff, so I went for like big booming. I wanted the thud. I wanted every time you hit any of the drums, you feel it in your chest. It's music that when it hits, your whole body feels it. So it motivates you to move to begin with. And that's what I loved always about rock and roll when I was growing up. So that's what was in my head the whole entire time.
For me, it was, I wanted to stop trying to be like the next great guitar player and just kind of focus on meaningful songs, or at least something that I felt proud of at the end of the day, that I didn't have to like play a million miles a minute to impress people. To me, rock and roll is appealing because it's always evolving. And the people that, you know, would say that rock and roll is dead, I think that's so silly, because every couple of years there's somebody that comes along and just breathes new life into it and makes it a whole other monster. that's going to influence generations 20, 30 years from now. But you can't say that rock and roll is dead any more than you can say that, you know, mayonnaise is going away. It's just, it's a party, it's a part of America, it's a part of the world now.
The idea of rock and roll and why we wanted to strive after it so bad, and what we do with it in Root Soother, is because there is that excitement where a song can convey a message without watering it down at all.
I mean, one of the major aspects of the blues that we bring into this is like a catharsis, you know? If it weren't for music, I would need therapy probably, you know, I need somebody to complain to all the time, and if it weren't for great crowd responses, I don't know that we do this. I mean, we're not doing it for the money, we're doing it for the responses that we get, you know? I have insane stage fright. I have crippling stage fright. I have, my eyes are closed when I sing. Before the first song's over, my right leg's shaking so bad and I can't do anything to stop it. And then when we get like a big applause at the end of it, it just completely stops. So we're doing it because it's like a fix for us. We like to do that for people and we need it.
Finding excitement within themselves of something they didn't know was there before.
Yeah.
Finding something that like will actually open their eyes and go and get close to it, want to pay attention to it, and
we want to
make it raw
excite
enough
people.
that like that has to be seen again to them. Rock and roll doesn't need to put a facade on the front of it. The song is what it is, and it is what it means, and it gives that energy, and it gives that drive to move, that drive to find a bunch of other people that want to do the same thing too.
And now, Root Soother.
I got a little old woman and she knows what she likes. It don't matter if it's day or night. She cuts right through me with those wicked eyes. My baby likes a whiskey ride. Like my woman, like my ride. Two soft lips and two very eyes. Come on, baby, put your arms around me. You've been close to me real sweet. All the pieces that were mine, we'll be together and roll. Baby, it's just you and me all night long. I got a woman like an empty bottle, soothing me better than an open throttle. She don't need diamonds to have a good time. My baby likes her whiskey ride. All the things I like to change, people and places that I rearrange, wouldn't change a thing about you. Even though brought me fortune and fame. All the pieces that one might be will fit together and oh.
All right, incredible job, guys. And to listen to their full album, visit their Bandcamp page, rootsoother.bandcamp.com. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have tonight, but remember you can always visit our website for more great stories. Thanks so much for joining us, and once again, Root Soother.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 8 miles wide from Port Stricken. Hold my hand, tell me it's all but another missing baby. You drive me crazy. Yeah,
Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a local provider of fiber optic-based internet, TV, and phone services. Smithville's quantum fiber optic network allows large amounts of data to travel around the world from local homes and businesses. More at smithville.net. IU School of Public Health Bloomington, addressing public health needs by preventing disease, promoting health, and improving quality of life across the state and around the world through research, teaching, and community engagement. publichealth.indiana.edu. And WTIU members, thank you.